Alright, let's let the YouTube community into this meeting.
We got to do something on that refrigerator too. The guys asked about the Samsung, and that's 600A.
You know what we gotta. Don't worry, bro. When we get our establishment, we're gonna tell those people to come.
Well, the other thing is that has Haas, the Haas adapter. It plugs in, and with your phone and the software, you can troubleshoot the refrigerator. So we can show the Haas as well as the diagnostics built into the display board there.
I never heard of the Haas.
Haas, you have to buy that directly from Samsung. And
How much they want?
right underneath this hinge right here, there's a plug right here, and you plug into it, and it communicates. You can force defrost, you can
How much
diagnose,
they
you
want
can
for
read
that?
thermistors. I don't know. I'll have to check with Robert.
Well, listen, we definitely. But listen, pressing issue. This LG linear compressor.
Mhm.
There's a lot of guys fucking that fridge up, and it's just lack of information and lack of knowledge. So, like you said, let's bring it here. Let me know when we can drop it off. What we'll do all the shooting here, and what we'll do is, like you said, we'll go through the troubleshooting. We'll go through the troubleshooting. Show the gauges of restriction,
All the sealed system tools for that unit.
all the seal system tools. You have something I could write?
Sure.
Oh, never mind. I'm using my phone. No, I was gonna say I got the note, but
Well, you can watch it back and take notes of the video, but
no. But I want to use this as a talking point. I got it. Thank you.
Here.
Thank you, sir. You are a gentleman and a scholar.
Don't lie.
All right.
Yeah, I got a clipboard if you want a clipboard.
We need to write down what we need to make this happen. Thank you. You said tools needed.
Well, we need to do an agenda, so we need to
That's
say.
what we're doing.
So we need to do one on just here's all the tools. This is to do this. This is to do that, and then
Okay.
when we actually do the compressor change out, then we say, okay, this is where we're going to use this tool. Now, I mean, we're going to tell them what the tool does. We're not going to demonstrate the tool. We're going to first teach them what the tools are.
So
Then-
they need first a tool list.
Sealed system tool list. I'll stack all the tools up nicely. Make it like on the table, like all set up. You know, we got all this stuff in here. I'll shoot it on the camera if you want. We got all this sealed systems tools here. Recovery machines, tanks, all the swedging tools and everything else. So we can show all these tools and how to use them, how to use the heat paste when brazing, and then we need to do all brazing.
Or that was a long conversation. But anyway, tools. You're gonna have them all listed out, and we're gonna go through what tools they need, right?
Yeah, we'll display all the tools. We'll show them turbo torch and oxyacetylene torch, advantages and disadvantages of them. And we'll break that down once we get all the tools out, and we'll make the list of what we have. And we'll look and say, well, we don't have this here, but we can get this and get this. Lock ring is something we probably need to talk about. I don't want to teach lock ring in that class. I want to show lock ring and maybe do a lock ring just as a demonstration. Like, here's a lock ring tool. Here's how you
But
use
let's do
it.
that for a different thing. For
But
this,
that's supposed to be for 600A.
but the linear is 134.
But this is 600A.
But we're not talking about this.
Well, we were going to do that too, weren't we?
No,
Okay.
no. This is just
No,
LG.
we were going to do a sealed system on this one too, though. We were doing another one. Remember I said we're going to do the Haas and we're going to do diagnostics. So I've had people ask about this refrigerator too.
Let's do LG first,
Okay.
and let's get that out the way. Cause that LG linear compressor is a headache.
Okay, yeah.
That requires the jig. That requires the rewire. That has the dual capillaries.
Mhm.
You seen the video I did?
Yes.
You seen where I was pointing at them and I
Yeah.
showed the test button switch? Okay, so tools. Then we need troubleshooting, right?
Yeah. So how do we troubleshoot this sealed system problem on this? Is it a bad compressor? How do we do the electrical testing to the compressor and the inverter? How do we check that out? And then the sealed system testing. Where do we put the valves? What type of readings are normal readings?
Wait. Hold on, brother. Tools needed, copy. You're gonna lay all that out, whatever. We're gonna go through the pros and cons. Troubleshooting
Electrical and sealed system. So they're two different
for tools.
troubleshooting.
Oh, okay. For troubleshooting, electrical and the refrigeration side.
Sealed system, yeah. You just put SS.
Okay. So we'll go through both.
Mm-hmm.
How to troubleshoot, make sure that the inverter is sending 200 volts down to the compressor.
The frequency. How do we check frequency
And the,
how do we switch the valve to the home position?
we'll show that too. Oh, we already have that video. That video's done. I showed it. Boom. Or unplug it from the wall. So we got that. Okay, then the refrigeration side. We'll show them how to tap in on the high side, low side. If there's already a valve there, somebody's been there.
Pressures that they should have versus what pressures, and then what do these pressures mean?
Pressures. All right. And then that moves us, after we shoot a video on that, then we'll shoot a video on the actual compressor replacement itself.
Yes, recovery. Recovery first. How to set up the recovery machine, how to use the recovery machine, how to how to check the gauges and everything.
After recovery, we'll show them how to do the actual steps. Now that all the freon's out of the system, we'll show
Now
them
replacement of the components.
replacement of
compressor, dryer filter.
even capillaries. We'll show them how to run them down the drain. When Sears had Stack, and we used to have clogged capillaries, they were like completely clogged. And no matter how much nitrogen, they weren't budging. What LG would make us do is run the capillaries down through the drain and just make sure on your low side, do 1 or 2 loops.
Well, I have a video on the Frigidaire top mount where we changed the evaporator
shot
and ran the heat
right
exchanger down the back of the box.
I seen that, right through the bulkhead.
Mhm.
And then they have like a little plate or something, right?
It covers over the lines, yeah.
We can show them that
I
too.
got that video.
So we'll show them condenser replacement,
Evaporator replacement.
Yoder loop bypass,
Mhm.
filter dryer, program.
Now, with the odor loop bypass, are we going to show how to put the heater in there?
No.
There's a heater kit.
For LG.
Frigidaire has a heater kit.
I remember you're right, Frigidaire, that you have to.
I think I think I have one of the refrigerators. I have the kit here.
That's a headache, bro.
It's not easy at all.
It's not easy.
I had to do one. A guy bought a brand new fridge on a boat, and he wanted to put hasps to hold the doors because the boat hits the waves and everything. And the odor loop line went right through the front of the box, and he drilled right into the line on a brand new refrigerator. And the problem is, you got to use a vacuum pump to help pull the heater through. It's like a kite string with the heater attached.
Wow.
So you pull the kite string through with a vacuum pump on one end and feed it on the other. But he drilled a hole in the pipe, so you lost suction. So we had to figure out a way to seal the top so the vacuum pump would pull the string.
Wow.
And if it has oil in it or something, the string likes to stick in the pipe. It doesn't want to move.
We're not showing that, bro. And they could live without the heater Yoder loop.
Well, the problem with that is you get sweating, especially down here in Florida.
Yeah, but
Gaskets get mold on them.
Or you can spend $2,000 on a new fridge. So we'll show guys Yoder loop bypass, condenser replacement, the filter dryer replacement. Every component we'll show them how to replace. Vacuum.
Evacuation, pulling microns.
And that's it. And then charge.
What to look for on the gauges, what to look for on a micron gauge.
And then charge.
What does it mean 500 microns? Show all that. And then we'll show how to charge, and we have multiple methods we could charge. We can charge with a scale and a tank. But I also have a dial charge. I'm using dial charge and teach how to charge using a dial charge.
We'll show them both.
I love dial charge.
Okay, listen. As far as let me help you with some of this now. What
Well, we're both gonna have to shoot it. One person, like I said, I want multiple cameras at multiple angles. So 1 or 2 cameras gonna be like this one here, stationary, looking at a specific angle, and another camera or phone's gonna be recording from another angle. But then I have a digital camera. I think I just had it in my hand the other day. That you can zoom in and you can stop it, move it to other locations, so that whenever we're changing our explanation of stuff, that camera can zoom in to what we're talking about or zoom back out where it's not a stationary camera. Then we're gonna have to edit all that video and splice it together. It'll have the one audio from start to finish, but the video will cut from different scenes, almost like you're watching professional video, where it cuts from one scene to the next.
Listen, I want to create something that is easy for guys to gain access to. A guy or a gal says, I gotta stop ducking these LGs. I gotta do them. And they view our thing and they go out and they spend all this money on tools. I want them to be able to literally follow a step-by-step thing. While instruction and cramming it with information is good, I don't want to sell a course on sealed system. We already got that on TMM Academics. I say that we keep the theory to a bare minimum, and
we're just gonna do
an instructional, as opposed to selling theory.
Well, what we're doing in the classes now, we're doing the theory of what all that is.
Exactly.
We're gonna do a little bit of an explanation, but we're gonna just use it and say, okay, we're trying to reach 500 microns. This is what it is. Not like, okay, a micron is this measurement of. No, we're not gonna.
Guys want something.
That's what our basic classes are for.
And guys are gonna be in the field, and what I want them to be able to just click to a certain title, like how to install filter dryer. Boop. Okay, step 1. Step 2.
How are we gonna distribute it?
I was thinking 2 ways. I was thinking we can do 2 ways. We can do like a online thing on our website on TMM Academics. Create like another tab and have it all laid out for guys. Another thing we can do is DVDs. How you think about that?
Well, I was just looking right here. I just went on Amazon and we can get a 10-pack of thumb drives.
I like that too.
16 gigabyte for $25. So that comes out to about $2 or $3 a drive.
And guys can just stick it in their phone.
Well, I know they stick it in their computer.
But remember, they're gonna be in the field, so that works though. Because if they have a tablet or a laptop, they can just take the little SD card, stick it in, and click the chapter. How to pressure testing the LG linear compressor, pressure testing your joints, your solders.
Alright, so we can buy a couple of these, and once we create the video,
I like it.
They're easy to distribute.
I like it.
And mail to somebody the material.
I like that. So we'll promote them on SD cards.
No, I was doing this.
Micro, right?
No, thumb drives.
Oh, I like that too. I thought you meant the little ones that you just slap them in your phone.
No, not everybody's. Only Android has that.
iPhone don't have that.
iPhones haven't had those cards in forever. That's a bad thing. Do you want 64 gig or 120 gig? You gotta buy a more expensive phone.
Who the hell?
And so you can't pull the card, pop another one in. No, Samsung is the game, bro. And the nice thing about Samsung is it works with these appliances.
No comment on that.
I switched all my tablets for my employees from Apple to Android Samsung because that's what they use to diagnose the Samsung appliances.
Well, anyway, listen. All right, so we'll give it to them on flash drives.
Yeah. Buy like 3 boxes of them, and then once.
And then if they want and they have Androids,
they can put it on their computer. Yeah. They can put it in the cloud and watch it from their cloud or whatever they want to do.
Right.
You got Google Drive or all these other things.
Copy.
And since those things are 16 gigabyte, you can have a pretty good file size with no problem.
Say less. We'll do that then. All right, let's get going then.
So you can bring the refrigerator at a time because they did what they're gonna do here on the floor, which wasn't that great.
I'm gonna have it delivered tomorrow.
Tonight I'm moving all my appliances back. I gotta have the classroom back.
When is let's talk times off of the camera, but I want to talk about when I could get in here and we could start doing something.
Shut that off. Let's talk. Make sure you cut that out.
Certain things is off camera.